Hey everybody, welcome back to another slime putting tutorial here on my channel. I am your host Boomer, and today, just like the description said, we're going to show you not only how to set up but actually mine and prepare an amethyst farm. Now you say, Boomer, that's not possible. Well, let's find out if it is or not. So we have a few tools in our hand. We've got ourselves a diamond pick, we've got another diamond pick with silk touch, and we have the spiritual silken. Now, as you all know, normally a diamond pick can pick up regular amethyst blocks, right? We know we can get those in plenty. So what about the blocks that generate the shards? What happens if I take a diamond pick to that? It disintegrates. Whoops. Gone forever. Never get it back. All right. What if we'll use silk touch? So at least there we get to keep, the different bud cluster depending on what state it's at. But can we pick up, let's get rid of this block out of the way. All right. Can we actually get the budding amethyst with silk touch? Unfortunately, no. Well, all right, so much for the video. Let's try the spiritual silken from Crystal May Historia. What would happen if we use it on there? We get it. We've got the budding amethyst, which means we can grab all of these. Any one of these that generates. So I'm going to grab ourselves, whoops, I got to get those out of my way. I got to get to the actual block. Oh shoot, I just destroyed one too. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to harvest a whole bunch of these, and then I'm going to show you how to set up a farm. Give me a few minutes. All right, everybody, so here's the basic farm. All we've mined with our spiritual silken was 15 amethyst buds. We've got a very basic tutorial here where we're going to have pistons that will fire upwards to smash those above it. The upper left corner will fire to the right. The upper right corner will fire down. And the lower right corner will fire left. So we have 15 budding amethysts creating 60 farms, which will yield every time this fires 120 shards or 30 blocks. This is fully tileable, scalable, as big as you want. To extend this, the signal at this point would simply be at a 1. So all we're going to do here, let me back up just a little bit, is we're going to put a block here, and you would get a redstone repeater. So to extend this, we're simply going to put a repeater just like that. That would be the first block that would be housing redstone, and then we would come down here. There's your bottom row, extend 15 out, and build a farm from there. So that's how you can extend this system. Now, as far as actual timing of this and how does this all work, in watching Ilmango's tutorial and how we did one in vanilla, every 177 minutes his system fires. For this, we actually needed to fire every 180, and I'll explain why 180, not 177 here in a little bit. So to do the math, every 180 minutes times 60 seconds is 10,800 seconds. So that's how often this torch has to fire, every 10,800 seconds. We started with a normal ether hopper clock. We've modified it here for the purposes of having a second timer being fired. So every 10,800 seconds, to make it easy, I divided it again by 60 to figure out how many items are needed inside of this dropper. So I have 60 items in here, which means every 180 seconds, that clock has to fire. So here's how you can set timers to the exact second. 2.5 items per second go through a hopper. If I take 180 seconds times 2.5 items, that's 450 items. But remember, there's going from one hopper and then going back to get that torch to fire. So instead of 450 items, I need 225 because it'll be 225 going one way and 225 going back the other way. So every 3 minutes, this fires. That torch fires into this dispenser, and what it'll do is it'll simply send an item into that hopper. All right, so we're going to pretend that we're really close here. We're going to set this up to fire. So when this drains out, when this hopper drains out, you're going to see that torch light up. Now this hopper starts to drain out. There's 60 items in here. When this gets back to 0, that torch right there is going to ignite, firing the farm. What's going to happen is the pistons are going to stay extended for 3 minutes because there's nothing in this one hopper right here. It'll take 3 minutes of that first cycle to get an item back in. Therefore, the farm actually fires every 177 minutes, the same as Il Mango's. All right, and like I said, we use the infused Slime Fun hoppers, which will automatically collect all of our drops for us, or I can just simply, I love how that happens in Minecraft when you right click and something breaks. I don't know. That blows my mind. But then once they're in infused hoppers, you can either use networks or cargo to pull the items out, send it to an auto crafter. And again, you get 2 shards every time the piston breaks it. So 10 per minute, 10 per hour is what you're making of amethyst blocks. It's not a huge, and that's why I say this is scalable and tileable as big as you want to make it. So if you can find yourself 1,000 of the budding amethyst blocks, you can make yourself a pretty impressive amethyst block farm. So guys, that's pretty much everything. So this has been completely reset, and like I said, until that original clock fires, those pistons will stay extended for a total of 3 minutes. Once this does get hit and fires, then you'll see, okay, the natural process starts over, and in 3 hours, we'll have budding amethyst ready to mine. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm glad to be back making videos again with you, and I'm looking forward to what's coming up soon. But don't forget, when you're playing Slime Fun, you gotta go boomer, or you gotta go home. We'll see you later.